What is up here, YouTube? Jigsaw0097 here today. Sorry I didn't make the video yesterday about this, but the schedule was released yesterday. So I looked at it yesterday, but I didn't really have time to make a video about this. So this is going to be my analysis of the schedule video, what I think the Eagles can do this year. This is kind of disregarding preseason. It looks like we play the Packers on August 10th. We play the Bills on August 17th, the Dolphins on the 24th, and then the Jets on the 31st. This is all in August. That doesn't really matter, so I'm not going to talk a whole bunch about that. Sorry, I got the schedule up here so I can kind of look at it and review it over the video. So the interesting thing this year, sorry, let me adjust that, is it looks like we start the season against the Washington Redskins, and this is going to be at Washington. I think that this is a great way for the Eagles to start the season off strong. As you guys know, we've been beat by the Redskins way too much recently in the past couple years, so I think that this would be a great way for us to end that losing streak with them and to start the season off strong. And it's in Washington, so what better way to start the season than beating our division rival in their home stadium. So that game, I think it's going to be a 50-50 shot. I'm going to kind of give predictions here, guys, for wins and losses. I think that the Redskins game is going to be a 50-50. But, however, I do think the Eagles will pull through and win that one just because I don't think that they're going to lose to the Redskins again. But who knows? I mean, they're a thorn in our side, guys. You guys know I freaking hate the Redskins for that reason. I miss the days of RG3 when we could beat them consistently, but that doesn't happen. So they don't have Deshaun Jackson anymore, though. That's a great thing. So maybe we can get them beat this time. That's week 1, and that'll be on September 10th. Week 2, September 17th, is going to be against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now this is another interesting one as well because it's another away game, and this could be bad for the Eagles, honestly. If we lose to the Redskins and then we go into into Kansas City and we lose, we're looking at an 0-2 start, guys, and that's very possible. The Chiefs are a very good team. This is going to be very interesting just because Doug Peterson was the offensive coordinator there, and Andy Reid is also the former coach of the Eagles. This is going to be like I feel like both of these coaches and teams are going to know each other very well. So this should be an interesting matchup. It could go either way, honestly. Like, this could go totally in one direction or totally in the other. I don't think it's going to be a battle, honestly. I think this is one of those games that's going to be like one or the other team is doing really well. And you know how the Eagles can be. Sometimes we can just screw it up royally. So I'm going to say that this one's a loss, guys, just because I really don't see how Doug Peterson can go into Kansas City with Andy Reid knowing what he does and just like win out. So we'll just have to see. I'm going to say the Eagles at this point start 1-1. Then we got the New York Giants in Philadelphia for week 3. This one, guys, I think we're going to beat the Giants again. We're going to continue that streak. I think that the Giants will come into Philly, especially if we've lost to the Kansas City Chiefs at that point, and they're going to just, again, Eli Manning's going to throw interceptions. We're going to have a day against them. We're probably going to be wearing black because that's a tradition. It looks like it's September 24th at 1. So maybe not at black. I mean, it's a day game, but we'll just have to see what they do. But yeah, I think we win that one. Then we got our next road game, guys, on the October 1st. This is week 4 against the San Diego Chargers. I think that the Eagles will definitely go into LA. Well, San Diego. It's LA Chargers now, guys. Sorry. I think that they're playing at the Coliseum now. I'm not 100% sure. But I think the Eagles will go in there and they will win that game. Again, because the Chargers are one of those teams that they're just kind of existing right now. I don't feel like they're doing much. So I think that they're definitely beatable, and especially considering back in 2013 when they beat us. So I think we'll go ahead and beat them this time. So that's going to leave the Eagles at 2-2, guys. I think that they're going to start the season 2-2 for the first 4 weeks. That'll wrap up the first quarter of the season, which should be nice. So then after that, we're gonna go to the Cardinals are coming to Philadelphia. It looks like on October 8th, and this is another day game. So you guys, I don't know if you've seen. I don't think I've made videos about it yet, but the Cardinals, man, they're one of the Eagles' trap teams, I think. So these matchups are always tough for me to watch because I freaking can't stand when the Cardinals just pull some crap out of their hat every game and find a way to beat us. They're always good games, I'll give them that. They're always close, they're always a battle, but somehow always the Cardinals seem to find a way to win. The last time we beat them was when we had Nick Foles on the team, which we now have again, but that was like back in 2013. I think that was our playoff year. We beat them, but we haven't beat them since, so this should be interesting. This is in Philadelphia. You know what, guys? I'm going to give this one a win. We're going to end the losing streak against the Cardinals this time as well, so that's going to put us at 3-2. Then we play the Carolina Panthers on October 12th. This is a night game, it looks like. Let me see here. CBS. Yeah, this is a night game here, so it looks like this is going to be our first primetime game, and this is at Carolina, so this is interesting. Yeah, there it is. This is a Thursday night game, guys, so we're going to be playing Thursday night against the Panthers. This could be a color rush game. The Panthers could be wearing bright blue, and the Eagles could be wearing Kelly green. We don't know what this is going to look like, but it could be weird. But anyway, I think that this is going to be tough. So what I saw from the Panthers last year is kind of what I expected. I never thought that they were that good of a team. Honestly, when they went to the Super Bowl, it shocked the living crap out of me because I've always thought Cam Newton was more of an average quarterback. I mean, he's not bad, but he's definitely not as good as someone like Carson Wentz or Aaron Rodgers or someone like that. I mean, he's basically like a Michael Vick Jr. I mean, think of how far Michael Vick got us. So when they regressed last year, I thought that was kind of natural, but we'll just have to see what they do next year. I still think they're going to be an average team next year because they don't have really a defense anymore. We'll just have to see what the draft holds for them. But I do think the Eagles can definitely win this. It's in Carolina, so that's the one thing against us. But again, this is a team that we lost to last time. I don't think the Eagles will let them beat us twice, especially with the revitalized roster that we have now. Last time we played them, we had Sam Bradford, and we still almost beat them. This was their Super Bowl year, guys. We almost beat them in their Super Bowl year. It was a barely loss. So, yeah, I think we're going to beat them. Sorry, let me see here. Yeah, I think we're going to beat them, definitely. So, that's going to put us at 5-2, it looks like. 4-2. That's going to put us at if we beat them. So that'd put us at 4-2, and then we would go again. This is the next game, Week 7, Monday, October 23rd. Will be against the Washington Redskins yet again in Philadelphia. If we beat them Week 1, we might not beat them again. So I'm going to just give this one a loss. That's going to put us at 4-3, guys. And I know you're saying, oh, this is a bad start, but you know, if you remember when the Eagles went to the playoffs that one year, this is a similar schedule. So I'm going to give us that 4-3 right now. Then we play San Francisco at San Francisco. I don't see San Francisco getting much better next year. They don't have a quarterback unless some miracle happens in the draft, like with Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, where they get some guy that no one thought was going to be good and revitalize their team. I just don't see that happening. So I'm going to say that the San Francisco 49ers is a win game. That's going to put us at 5-3. And now we're going into Week 9. This is one of the games I was looking forward to the most, guys, because as I've said on this channel, there's a lot of Denver fans around here. And I don't really like the Broncos that much. I think they're an okay team. Like, I don't hate them like Dallas, but definitely it's obnoxious how many Broncos fans there are around here. So yeah, this one's going to be Denver in Philadelphia. I haven't seen the Eagles play Denver and Philadelphia in a very long time, so this is going to be actually a really fun game to watch. And that one's going to be on Sunday, November 5th. This one might be tough, but I know Denver doesn't really have a quarterback either right now. They have Simeon, and they have Lynch, but no one's really stepped up to say that they're the guy. So we'll just have to see. I'm going to predict the Eagles win this, honestly, because it is in Philadelphia. I just don't see them losing this, given the Denver offense situation. However, Denver still does have a defense. So if they get after Carson Wentz, then it could be a different story. So yeah, that's going to put us at 6-3 if we beat them. That's a very good first half of the year record, I think. We'll have a very good record going into the bye week, which week 10 is our bye week, guys. So we're going to go into the bye week with a 6-3 record. And then we come back and the fun starts. This is the running the table stretch that I think that I'm going to call the season, the coming parts. Because if the Eagles don't win most of these games, it could be bad news, and especially because we play Dallas and we play the Giants. We played Dallas twice in the span of games, and we played New York one more time. Hopefully we'll have dealt with the Redskins at this point. Maybe we can pull 2 wins out of them, but we'll have to see. So the first game off the bye week is a primetime game in Jerryland, 8:30. It's going to be Sunday Night Football, and this is against Dallas Cowboys in their home turf. This one, again, Dallas Cowboys are always a 50-50 for me. I never can say how it's going to go. Usually my predictions are wrong, honestly, because last year I said the Eagles would win in Dallas, and we basically were winning the whole game, and then right in the end they just gave up the win. So you just never know with these teams. This is one of the most hated, or this is one of the best rivalries in the league, in my opinion, because how much we hate each other. So this one is going to be tough, man. If I have to call it, I'm going to say that the Eagles will go into Jerry World and beat them this time, because, last time we lost to them, the year before that we beat them. It's like an every other year thing to beat them in Dallas. So I'll say we'll beat them this time. So that'll put us at 7-3, which is a very good record. Next week, we're going to go against the Bears. I don't know what their situation is, but this is week 12, guys. I think that the Bears, I already said this when I looked at the schedule, I think that the Bears, since it is, this one's in Philadelphia, never mind. I was going to say that this was our trap game, but maybe that was a different game. I think, we'll beat the Bears. I just don't think, I don't think they have Jay Cutler anymore. I think they finally released him, but who knows who they have. But I still think that they're another team like the Niners. They just have a lot of rebuilding to do, and I don't think they're going to be that good next year. So I say we beat them. That'll put us at 8-3. It's a very good record. Then we go to Seattle. Unfortunately, guys, they're making us play Seattle in Seattle again. So this is going to be tough. This is another Sunday night game, however, so who knows how that goes. But honestly, I think the Eagles are going to lose that one. I just never feel good about playing Seattle. So I think the Eagles are going to unfortunately lose that one. That's going to put us at 7-4. Then we go against the Rams. This was the one that I said was a trap game, just because it's a later game and it's in LA. The Rams have Jared Goff, and they don't have Jeff Fisher as their coach anymore. So the Rams is one of the teams that I'm predicting is going to have a huge turnaround this year. They still have decent talent. They have Gurley. So I think that that's a trap game, unfortunately. I think that the Eagles, if they do win that, it's not going to be an easy win. So I think the Eagles will lose that one. That's going to put us at 7-5. Then we play the New York Giants again. This is week 15 now, guys. We play the New York Giants. I think that due to the circumstances, if we come into this game 7-5, again, we're kind of with our backs against the wall at this point. I think the Eagles will find a way to beat the Giants twice this year. I think they're the one team that we're probably going to sweep in our division, if we sweep any of them. Now I know everyone's saying the Giants are like, they're so much better now, but the Eagles and the Giants, the Eagles own New York at this point. We've beat them so many times in the past 3 years compared to how many times they beat us, that I just think that the Eagles, there's a hatred there where the Eagles just don't like being embarrassed by them, especially considering all the all the crap that the Giants players and fans talk before these games, so it always gets the Eagles in that mentality of beat them. They always talk about how much they hate Philadelphia and all this stuff. So the Eagles will win that game, I think. Then we got one of the more fun games of the year, guys. This is when I saw this, it kind of made me happy. On Christmas Day in Philadelphia at 8:30, we play the Las Vegas Raiders. I think they'll still be in Oakland next year, so we can call them the Oakland Raiders. But they're coming to Philadelphia, and you guys remember last time we played the Raiders, we had Nick Foles. We have him again. He torched them for 7 touchdowns, so this is going to be an interesting game. I don't think we'll do that again. The Raiders are much better of a team now than they were back then, but this is going to be a fun game, honestly, because I think the Raiders are a playoff team, especially if they have Derek Carr back. This is going to be the Eagles versus a guaranteed playoff team, because I think the Raiders are going to end up winning the AFC West. So this will be one of the funner games, and it's right at the end of the season, too, when a lot matters. So the Raiders or the Eagles could be fighting for a playoff spot, or maybe the Raiders are like already in at this point, and this is like a throwaway game for them. That would make it so the Eagles would definitely have a chance to beat them, no doubt. So let's see. We beat the Giants. We beat them. So that's going to put us at 9-5, guys. So this is where we come to the end of the season. And again, I think we're going to win one of these games. This is another. We're going to close the season against Dallas. I think the Eagles will win one game against Dallas, but I'm going to give this one the loss here at the end of the season. So that's going to put us at 10-6 record, guys. And that's what I predicted this year anyway. I've been telling everyone that I think the Eagles will go about 10-6 this year because they have improved, but I don't really think that the Eagles are Super Bowl ready yet or even playoff ready in a way. So we'll just have to see if 10-6 is good enough to get the Eagles into the playoffs this year. But, I mean, still, they're going to get better every year. We got Carson Wentz. As long as we keep building around him, we just have a lot of mess to fill after Chip Kelly destroyed the team. So yeah, guys, that's kind of my schedule overview. Sorry I wasn't able to show you guys anything about this. I'm kind of filming on my phone here. I can do this real quick. There's the schedule right there, so you guys can kind of see what I was going over there. And this is on the Eagles website, so if you want to go there and check that out. But yeah, guys, that's kind of my video here. What do you guys think about the schedule? Are you guys excited for this upcoming season? I'm very excited just because of how many things the Eagles have added, and we still got the draft coming up in just a week. I'm very excited to see where this season goes and how Carson Wentz progresses. So anyway, guys, this has been Jigsaw0097 here, and I want to thank you for watching my video. If you want to check out my other stuff, I have other Eagles videos on this channel. But as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed what you saw here today, and hope you have a good day. Thanks for checking me out, and I'll talk to you later.